Hi everyone, welcome in. Welcome to the Dawning Soul. I've been doing a lot of mini projects, some meditations, some spoken audio meditations. I'm working on some other things where I hope to incorporate some watercolor and some channeled messages. So things are different and growing, and I'm just sort of letting the energy take me in directions. You're welcome to come along for the ride. Thank you so much for listening. I wanted to do an angel message this morning, so I have the Angelarium, which are the dark of the fallen, and then I have some light messages, some energies, the blue angels, the intuitive whispers, the oracle of the wisdom, the angel tarot, angels and ancestors, and if we have time, we'll grab a yogic pathway inspirational message, and let's get into this. I hope everyone's well. Missed you all, but start, if you're interested, listening to some of the other stuff that I'll be posting, and a lot of it's just healing energy modalities, and may it bless you. Oromasis, Mercurius, and guidance. The Oromasis card is actually, it's like that, finding that pinnacle of light. It's like you are reaching that intention that you're moving toward. This is blessed divine guidance, listening to your intuition. And you do have the guidance card here as well. And then the Mercurius, liquid fire. This is some intentional, something burning inside you that you're moving toward, that you're wishing to express and bring forward. And that path, I mean, you're just flowing in almost this pattern's almost ecstatic purpose, like the snake slithering through the woods with purpose, and this fire is inside of you and it's pouring out. So this is like a guided, divinely guided, intentional, led by intuition, led by your higher self. So just flow into it. Let's go ahead and do this. These cards are really sticky. One of the reasons why I don't use them very often, they are so heavily coated that they just are so sticky. Also, along with the tarot, there's a bunch of, they're all covered by the angels, but there are extra cards in this deck that represent each of the archangels, their own messages. King of the Earth, King of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles and Tarot. Generous, professional, responsible, practical, those are the King's traits. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. You have the Midas touch. Two of Earth, also Pentacles, beautiful energy. This though is saying the Two of Pentacles is like trying to juggle, trying to balance, like the this and the that. So too much is going on. You need to make a decision and consider a more open approach. You have the Midas touch, so anything that you go after, this Mercurius energy, will be divinely led, but you want to, excuse me, my nose is all of a sudden running. Okay. Thank you, sorry. So yeah, this is, you're being shown the direction you're moving toward is divinely led. The King of Earth, which is the Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, this is the Midas touch. This is divinely guided. This is an offering of prosperity, abundance, but practical, generous, foundation building. The Two of Earth is you need to make a definitive choice. Spreading yourself out too thin. This is a lesson for me as well. Going in a direction and then trying to manage all these new projects at once and moving toward all of them, you're dividing yourself, right? You want to focus your energy on one or two things, or just less than what you are intending on doing. That way you're not spreading yourself too thin. That way your projects, choosing them wisely and carefully with your intuition, with this fire. You're not putting too many irons in the fire, right? You want to tend to your projects carefully. I have to, a lot of messages, a lot of this message is being interrupted. I'm not quite sure what's going on. You have the Emperor with Archangel Michael, organization, logic, structure, discipline, leadership. This is an excellent card for this energy because Archangel Michael is guiding you. This is the guidance, but he is telling you, you know, be purposeful, be organized, be structured. With all of this, you have time management skills, use them. That's what this is. Everybody can benefit from that. Let's see, and one more, please. We have the Page of Air, logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging information, delays or changes to the plans, truth delivered without tact. The air sign for the tarot is the swords, the Page of Swords, and that is just clarity, right? But it's a little rough. It's the page. All that page knows is throwing it out there. This is the truth. This is my observation. And I love how these cards came out, the green on this side, the green of abundance, and the purple of the third eye. So this is really interesting energy. You're being divided between your logic and your intuition, and this Mercurius, this pathway is splitting the middle, and you've got guidance on either side. You are being divinely led. You do need to allow guidance. You do need to listen to your intuition, but you do need to stand on a solid foundation. We all do, right? You have that ability to do both. You have that ability to strike that path in the middle. This is a really beautiful message. Anything else, Spirit? Unity. This is great. Archangel Sandalphon. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Unity. The Unity card. This just marries these two intentions. This is unifying your purpose, unifying your intention, unifying your direction, unifying your energy in alignment. I love this. This is just great. Let's go straight down the middle here and get this angels and ancestors card. I've started a lot of projects recently, so I feel like, not that I'm pulling myself in different directions, but I feel like all the artistic energy is flowing and I'm just trying to channel it productively. I have all these ideas, right? We all do. And I'm just letting them come out how they want to come out. Heart guided. Love and let yourself be loved. And enjoy growth and reap the rewards. This is more abundance, more understanding your intuition, putting yourself first, caring for yourself and your energy, being responsible with your rest, being responsible with your energy and who you come into contact with, cleansing your energy, being mindful of what rooms you walk in to and what the energy is in the room and how it affects you, listening to yourself, loving yourself, caring for yourself, guarding yourself, but more of your bodily energy, more of your passion and your creativity, and not letting other people's like the world in general, the negativity and comments, and there's a lot out there, right? It's toxic right now. There's just toxicity everywhere you look. So you need to, my ears are itching. You need to protect yourself, care for yourself, cleanse yourself, direct yourself, love yourself, and grow, and keep moving towards abundance and prosperity and success, and building that foundation for yourself through your creativity, through your fire, through your energy, through your passions, and this abundance and guidance. Okay. We've got the dark angels here. Let's see if there's something that we can dig out and look at, and take care of. Not that it's always necessary, but sometimes there's something we can tweak to make everything inside run better. Something that we're not seeing. The Prophet. Kokabeel, the Prophet. I might have to read the Angelarium book on this one. I haven't had this card before. This is the Prophet. Kokabeel, there it is. Well, he's in here twice. I opened up to one of the cards. It's actually not this one, but this is the Angel of the Stars. Angel Kokabeel saw visions in the stars that his brothers did not. He saw ineffable mysteries unfolding in the night sky. Though he spoke about these often, it was difficult to take useful information from his readings. The places and events that he described were in vivid detail, but failed to resemble the earthly world. Kokabeel's information was seen as a form of higher wisdom beyond the reach of men's minds. Wonder, divination, innocence. It speaks to latent curiosity. But drawing this card specifically may speak to a deeper desire to seek answers from the infinite. Let's look at the other one for him, the Prophet. Why is he in here twice? But he is. Knowing of the Prophet, Kokabeel was resigned to the reality of his mortality long before the first signs. Embracing futility, he challenged himself to make peace with the limited time he had left. The future was set. There is a very real possibility that you are seeing something that others do not. Cast your eyes to a future message that is calling you. So this is the Prophet. This is seeing that divine guidance, seeing your intuition, seeing the messages coming to you, seeing the guidance that's leading you, following it. Most importantly, following it. Following that guidance. Okay, the Prophet. And sometimes people don't understand when you're listening to a higher power, when you're following your intuition, or you're trusting your faith, you're going by divine guidance. A lot of people don't understand that discipline. It is a discipline. It's not something that everybody is willing to do, to let go of control and to allow. And I've really been trying to live that way. Okay. Without limitation. Most importantly, there was a question that was posed for everyone to answer in this thread. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your goals? And at the time, I was in such a state of coming out of my own pain and grief and struggling just to move forward and finding joy again, it's not that I didn't have goals. I just understood at the core that I needed to let go, that I needed to just trust, that I needed to not put limitations or limiting beliefs or an expectation on where I needed to be. I wanted to be where I was going to thrive. And at that point, I didn't know where that was. That was strictly a follow by faith. Just take the first step and allow the divine to grab me by the hands and say, baby, I got you. And it's working out. So I'm just going. I'm starting year 2 in that walk of faith. And the first year was a little rough. The second year has been a wonderful path, and I'm just allowing. So I'll let you know where that 5-year mark ends up being. Inner earth, base chakra, strength, security, laying your foundation. This is like a continuation of this path. You're still moving forward in the Mercurius, but now we are actually heading to a portal to that nirvana, that bliss, that blessing, the security. Soul star activation, fulfilling contracts, remembering who you are. This is this beautiful energy. I love how this energy and these colors are copying. Not that these messages are important to get out. More third eye, more chakra, more earth, more abundance. The royal you. The royal you, your sovereignty, stand in your power, birds of a feather. This is that unity, that community, that pulling in your soul tribe and moving in the direction that you need to move in order to do your work, your abundance, your joy. Healing of the heart. This is heart chakra energy. But also confirmation, heart chakra energy. Follow your heart. Allow your heart to do things without your brain's permission. And if you know me, you know. One more, please, Spirit. But there is a balance, right? And that's what this message is all about, this balance. Telling you to take that balance with you. Your logic, your reason, your intuition, marry the two in unity, moving forward, being divinely guided, listening to your guides, understanding that you are being guided, listening to your spirits, listening to your higher self, following your intuition, soul star activation, building foundation, abundance. And we've got roots of abundance, deep breath, and the broken open card. And this goes with the healing heart. Breaking yourself open, being open, vulnerability, allowing yourself to connect with another person, love, loving yourself. When you break yourself open, you are opening yourself to receive love, loving intention, understanding the joy, the pain, the grief, the triumph, every aspect of your emotions. When you can break the shell around your heart and open yourself to more, to make space for more, that's a beautiful place to stand in. Take a deep breath. You are building roots of abundance, standing in your power with your soul tribe. See. Interestingly, the orphaned card came out, but we have go the distance, chop wood, message in a bottle. The orphan card really speaks to feeling alone, feeling like you don't have the right people around you, or you're in the wrong place, or you're not listening to yourself. It's like you're abandoning your own desires. I don't see this in this energy. This is a beautiful energy. This isn't the energy of this card. I feel like this is, and of course, when I speak about myself, I do bring the energy with me. And I feel like, you're closing out this cycle. You've closed out this cycle where you don't know what you're doing or where you're going or who you are. And you're no longer abandoning yourself. You're stepping into your power because you have message in a bottle. This message in a bottle, this prophet, this unity, all your angels, the Archangel Michael, Sandalphon, and Kokabeel are with you, guiding you. Soul star activation. You are listening to your intuition. You are following it. You are no longer in that energy. But it's time to go to the distance and chop wood. This is this fire energy of creativity and getting it done, of working hard, of standing confidently and building that solid foundation, that future that you're wishing to bring into your life. So we're going to put that there. And we've moved away from this energy of abandonment, abandoning your dreams for other people's. So many times we have, if you're a people pleaser, you tend to just go, oh, okay, well, I was going to do something, but now I'm not, because now I'm doing something for you. And I have been that person almost my entire life. I remember one time my son got in the car at school. He was in the 7th grade, I think it was. And there was this big project happening at school, the Spanish play. And I was already making costumes for my daughter's class, 30 peasant blouses or skirts or something, because we made them every year. Why in God's name, why we made them every year and couldn't keep these costumes that these parents lovingly created in a costume closet for the adding to them. Anyways, that's regardless. It's a whole nother topic. Another mom was beelining it with a teacher straight to my car, and he looked at me and just said, "Mom, just say no. Just say no. Let's go. Drive. You didn't see them." And I was like, "Alex, they're coming to the car. Clearly they need to speak to me." And of course they did, and they needed me to make costumes for the 8th grade class. And it was just like, sure. I mean, I'm already making 30 costumes for this 5th grade class, so yeah, let me just make 30 more. But yeah, I was that person where if you needed me to do something, I went the 30 miles out of my way to get it done for you. Way too many things that I've done for people and given my energy away, and out of love and generosity and that misplaced ideal that I was helping everybody but abandoning myself, abandoning my family, abandoning and taking from my family and from me and my husband the energy, the passion, the creativity, the flow that we needed in our home, because I was willy-nilly just giving it away to everybody else. I was some misplaced thought that I was, doing the right thing. I don't know. Sometimes I look back at those times and thinking, yeah, I should have just driven away. I could have just said no. But I didn't know what the word no was. Feel into your emotions, and vulnerability is power. Absolutely. Feel where you're being led. Feel your creativity. Feel, don't think. I love how these are opposing ideas, right? Work, go the distance, do it. Build, practicality, make the decision, be decisive, don't think, feel, use your emotions. I mean, these are opposing ideas, but the Unity card brings it all together. You have to be balanced. Balance is such an important thing. Deep breath, balance. Listening to your intuition and your guidance. Focused, purposeful energy. That's what this is. All right, last card, we'll wrap it up with a yogic pathway. And stop abandoning yourself. Stay focused on what matters to you. Stay focused what moves you forward. Stay focused on grounding into your own abundance, your purpose, what you're building. That is the point. But allow for miracles. Allow for your intuition to guide you. Listen to it. All right, there's 2 here. You got Shiva, she's pretty powerful. She's pretty badass when it comes to goddesses. And then this one. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm sorry, people. That's just... Okay, let's see here. 87. Okay. It's time to be a little nicer to yourself. You have been observant of how your thoughts affect your actions and how your actions affect the quality of your life. Through actively changing your internal monologue, you are manifesting a heightened state of consciousness and a new paradigm. Continue to fine-tune your inner language to radiate compassion, joy, and peace. Even the most disciplined yogis still often look in the mirror and think negative thoughts about themselves, get frustrated when stuck in traffic, or speak words to a loved one that don't radiate pure love. These moments are your guru reminding you of where you need to grow. Overcoming your triggers facilitates growth. Each time you feel the voice of negativity come through, sing back to it words of not even gonna try, compassion. You'll quickly find these words echoed back by all those you encounter. And then Shiva. Shiva is referred to as Adi Yogi, the first yogi ever. He attained enlightenment and abandoned himself in an ecstatic dance atop the Himalayas. When his ecstasy went beyond movement, he became still. People could not understand his switch between ecstatic movement and stillness and thought him mad. However, students wanted to learn how he was moving past physical limitations. This is how he began teaching yoga. This represents doing the inner work to evolve. It is also a call to service, to teach others your wisdom, so they too can become liberated. Did I pull it? Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. I hope this message was for you. I hope you understood. And I hope it blesses you. Feel, don't think. Think. Unity. Do both. Use your logic and your reason. And paired with that beautiful passion and power and intuitive guidance, you are going to explode in your world with purpose. Thank you for listening. I'm Melanie Dawn with The Dawning Soul, and I'll see you next time.